Well, this very short lesson is on negotiating differences, a very important aspect of building good relationships or improving a relationship. Negotiating differences means sitting down in a hopefully non-defensive manner where we put our needs on the table. I say what my need is or what my want is, and you express what your need and want is, and we try to work something out. That's negotiating. It could be that the outcome can be many different things. You could let me have what I want to do this time, and hopefully I would remember that in the future. I could perhaps forego what I would like to do and let you do what you want, and hopefully you would reciprocate later, or we could compromise. If there is no compromise, maybe we could decide to do something different where neither one of us gets to do what we want to do. There isn't any right answer to it. The whole idea, the goal, is that we're pleased with the outcome. Even if we didn't get what we wanted, we're accepting of the outcome. But you know, that can only happen if you don't come in defensively, attacking, threatening the other person, being angry, those things. I used to work in a place that had several unions, and it was obvious early on that if you want to work out something where we can have a harmonious working environment and a cooperative working environment and a good outcome, that both parties needed to have a level of trust and be willing to listen to each other and see if there's some common ground, to see if we can work something out. No threats, no resentments, to try to work something out so that we could work together. It's the same whether it's union labor management or whether it's two people trying to work out and compromise on differences. It takes mutual respect, a level of trust, maybe not complete trust, depends on who it is. You might be negotiating with someone that you don't know very well, but here we're talking about close relationships. It takes a level of trust, respect, be willing to listen to the other person and to express what our needs are, and do it all in a way without anger or resentment or defensiveness, to just try to sit down and work something out that's acceptable to both parties. Now that's not always how we work out differences. It's so easy to attack and make the jibe, the cutting remarks, and so on, or to feel we have to give in all the time, or to expect the other person to give in most of the time. Because, you know, in negotiating differences, it's not necessarily about being right or being wrong. It's about coming up with a solution that everyone can live with. So you don't have to prove that you're right, more right than the other person. It's about airing our differences. It's about being open and honest about what's important to us, what matters to us, but then coming up with something that we're accepting of and that we can live with. And so try that. It has to start. The foundation is respect for the other person, for each other, and a level of trust for each other. And to be able to listen to what the other person wants, and you to be able to communicate what your needs are, and do it in a way that's not an attack, that is not done in a negative way, but just a way placing your needs on the table. So try that. Negotiating differences. If you negotiate them where you come away from the table accepting of it, you won't have, and this is the important point, resentments over, you got taken advantage of and you're not happy about it and I don't like it, and then that creates a snowball effect for other negative things, toxic things that can happen in a relationship. So these things take work. Negotiating differences is not something that's simply done, or people wouldn't struggle with it so much, but it's possible, very possible, and I want you to work on that in your life.